Hello and welcome to another episode of Children of the Sky, brought to you by the Kobold Cafe, a game run in GURPS 4th edition. I am Tara, your GM, and with us today, in no particular order, we have Everoth.
Hello, I am Eberoth. I play for you today Brunhilda Frida, who is the ship's very adept mechanic.
We have Drew.
Maybe. But anyway, I'm playing Cornelius von Strutt.
Maybe? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
You're really good at this. Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared. I am playing Suleiman Shirazi, the local VIP.
And then last but not least, we got James with us today.
Hey, I'm James. I play Jesper Davidson, guy biker extraordinaire.
And we usually have a Dustbin Mothman and Luke, but this week they had to miss out. But it makes sense because, Luke's character last week had open brain surgery without any anesthesia. So, that happened.
I'm sure he's fine.
He's fine. You guys booked it back home after said open brain surgery and, shootout. And have found yourself back at your home base. And we're, do I remember correctly? Were you just hanging out in your ship, or did you head to the bar you guys frequent?
I think it's less like home base and more like a safe port.
A cheap parking space in the area.
This area seems like the Nassau.
All right. So, ship, did you just want to go to the bar? Did you want to go someplace else?
Well, shall we go and see if there's anything quick to be done, raise a few funds at the bar?
Sure.
And
Cornelius!
It seems like we could fatten our wallets a bit.
Lead us to your lady.
My lady. Yeah.
If he makes a weird face, I just give him a bap behind the head. Serious Cornelius.
Alright, yeah.
I actually made a map this time.
See that?
Maps.
As you guys walk in, she gives you a smile, and you actually see in the corner, like just kind of hanging out, one of the ladies that you actually rescued from that slave trade.
Huh. Tara, can you quickly update my token with what's currently on screen?
Sure. That's something I can do. What was wrong with it
Thank
before?
you. Wahaha. It had his fake last name on it, but then it was kind of.
But now that cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
Hello. She smiles at you all as you enter.
Good
Smile
evening,
back.
madam. Could you see to it that the proprietor is notified of our
Oh,
presence?
that's the proprietor saying that. She's at the
I see.
bar.
Okay, I thought. All right, never mind then.
Cornelius sounds a bit drunk.
But as Rose wanders in with you guys, the lady in the corner goes, "There! We were worried sick about you!" And, storms over to her. and then looks at you all and goes, "Where did you find this one?"
Oh, she snuck onto the ship.
"We thought you were kidnapped again, or dead."
No, she's safe.
Then she proceeds to, like, berate her for a while. Like, just run off and don't tell us anything, blah, 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 and it's background noise at this point.
I think Jasper will just be keeping an eye on that situation and order a drink.
Anything fun and profitable on the books today?
Well, actually, you got a request.
What kind of crazy asshole would request us?
Someone who's heard of our particular set of skills, clearly. What are those?
Either that or not her enough.
So far, shooting our way into and out of situations?
Excellent. What have you, my lady?
She, like, goes under the bar for a minute, pulls out an envelope, and says, It's sealed, specifically sent through the grapevine to find you all," and then plops it down. "I didn't read it, but it did offer, but I will be taking my standard commission fee if you all do indeed take it."
Suleiman will open it.
Roll, oh shit, what is it? The like, noble thingy?
Savoir-faire?
Savoir-faire, yes. You recognize the crest immediately. It's from Psycho.
Sorry?
Psycho, the daughter of the guy you murdered.
Ah. The Maximus family.
Yep.
It is from the Maximus family.
You mean those people we robbed but a couple weeks ago? I'm sorry, the guy we murdered and robbed but a couple of weeks ago?
Suleiman will give a smile and open it.
Maybe that's not the kind of thing we want to talk about in public.
She, yeah, at the bar, she, like, is whistling and pretending not to listen, but obviously fucking listening. As she gets you all a drink. Yeah, the note, very formal writing is, "Hello, I don't 100% know, or no, it actually, what was your last name again, Jared? Shrizi? How do you pronounce that?
Shirazi.
Shirazi. Thank you. Shirazi. Hello, Mr. Shirazi and company. This is Lady Maximus, head of the household of Maximus. I hereby request your presence for a mission of most importance. It will pay well, and will gain you even more influence with the Maximus family. Or more, not influence, debt.
Favor.
Favor. Thank you. Favor from the Maximus family. It is easy work and well within your skill set. Please arrive at my manor on or before the date enclosed. And there's a date like 2 weeks out.
I got 100 says it's a trap.
I don't think so. I do think it's quite risky. Perhaps we hold on to it and decide within the next couple of weeks. And actually, Tara, could you make that note a handout or something?
Uh, yeah. I didn't write it down.
I mean, if you just write a note, invite 2 weeks from.
How about this? I am going to give you guys a editable note. There we go. It's under ship. Add any information you want. Or you can even name it something else. But yeah, she'll
Editing it.
smile. She'll at the. Did you read that out loud to everyone, or did you pass it around?
Probably just really lightly. So they can hear, but they have to struggle a bit, and no one else can.
Except your barmaid, who's obviously not listening.
There's a really important cup to clean, like right on the other side of that bar from you.
Yeah.
So would that be like exactly 2 weeks?
Yeah, pretty much. We'll just make it easy. 2 weeks from today. And if we actually go to our calendar, we should probably mark the dates. Because I think you stayed in that town for what, 3 days?
What do you mean?
In your previous town,
The one we
where
just.
you just came from.
No, we stayed like 1 day.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty hectic.
Yeah.
No, you did 2. One at the library, talking to people and doing
1
research.
full day, really, because
And
we
then-
left the second day.
2
Yeah.
nights. We spent 2 nights.
And no, 1 night.
Yeah, I guess we got there and then. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, did Cormac sleep a night at the temple?
No, he did not.
Yeah, so 1 night.
Cool. All right. Oh,
Is there
did you
anything
did you
else?
merge them all into one calendar there?
Yeah, because like they don't overlap at all, so. Is there perhaps anything sooner that we might whet our appetites with?
I always got things, but nothing too high paying like we got before. She'll look through her little notebook and say, "We got some legal work, transport goods, like, but for your ship, smaller thing that it is, don't know how much you'd be able to actually move with it. We got always they're always looking for mercenaries in one of the many wars going on.
Understand the reluctance. The new fellows leave in relatively good standing with this lady. I mean,
Yeah, but
I know you
she
killed
is
her father, but
Yeah, but she is a fucking wackadoo.
Do we really want to give more business with a woman?
I mean, I don't mind taking her money. She obviously got it. I'm just saying, she is a fucking wackadoo. Like, not that I got anything against wackadoos or working with them, just worth remembering.
Say, many of us are terribly stable either.
The money is good for the ship repairs and upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, I got no problem doing what it is that I do, but she does it 'cause she likes it. No, 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 no. A psychopath kills for no reason. I kill for money.
If you're
I like
not,
how you're having gross point blank flashbacks, and I'm having sorry to bother you flashbacks.
it depends on what work you're looking for. Legal, shifty, murdery.
Close.
Well, if you're just looking for day labor, there's always things you can do around here. I mean, not at the
I
bar.
don't
We got
mind
that
a bit of
covered.
fighting.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, Jared.
I don't mind a bit of fighting.
Nor do I.
And Cornelia, 'tis all.
I was gonna say conspicuous silence from Cornelius.
Brunhilde is just gonna ponder about that. She's not afraid of fighting, but what kind of fighting?
Well, again, there is mercenary work to be done between nations, and there's a couple close by wars. Or if
I
you're
would rather
looking,
not actually enlist in an army. I'm here to escape that.
if that's the case, then there's always, accidents happen when flying around, and sometimes people lose merchandise, and I might have some leads on some merchandise that's going from one place to another.
Army lassie, I see. Ha ha ha. What say you, Jasper?
It reminds me of growing up.
Suleiman will whisper in Brunhilde's ear that it's piracy.
Oh, okay.
Where is this, soon to be divested cargo?
Well, it would, if this were to happen, it would need to be in a specific one of my other business ventures, warehouses. Um, for this, I would be the one buying this specific cargo off of you. I would cut you in on 30% of sales cost. And believe you me, that is not going to be a small sum.
Yes, but where are the goods you want us to? Well, you that you want us to catch while it falls off of the back of it. I'm bad at this. I don't know. Where are the where are we supposed to pirate things?
Let me bring you guys over to the world map. So
Um,
she'll pull out a map.
I think while we're talking about pirates and things, one of the things to note is that Jasper is obviously like from Tomeria, who are known to be pirates.
Okay, so there is.
Horrible. Damn it! I don't remember what the word is. Stereotype. Ah, I got there faster than usual.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a stereotype. they're sailors and they're like whalers kinda, but they don't have a
They
whole lot
carry
of
a
like.
harpoon.
Well, like one of their biggest exports is lizard leather that they get from catching the big flying lizard things from the cloud. But
And since there ain't no whales, they tell tall tales.
sure. But yeah, just a bit of character background. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail everything.
No problem. So it's going from the lower areas of Renal
Could
to
you ping us there?
yeah. I was pointing with my arrow thing, but there you go.
Hard to
Lo-
see pointing on such a large map.
Yeah. From the lower areas
Okay.
of Renal here over this
Already don't like
direction,
us.
over to the midsection in the VAR consortium. Or sorry, VAR coalition.
Fuck those guys. They hold our righteous land.
Yeah, there's a lot of open space to hit something like that.
A wonderful route.
We might want to try to plan to hit it overland if we can, just, in case things happen.
They
What
are
thing?
unlikely to fly over land.
And I mean, once they are over land, there's other people around who we don't want to be around.
They
Trust
are
me,
hired
we
to
want
do
to
a
hit them in
job.
the open. Swell.
They have been hired to do a job. They value their lives more than their job performance.
I'm just not confident in our ability to be careful. But I suppose it's the thing that we have to do.
I'm fairly confident in our ability to be fucking scary.
Yes, yes. Is there any more information about this ship?
It's a VAR ship, moderately armed. I don't have the exact make, but it does have, from the reports I have, at least 4 cannons.
All
Sweet.
right.
We'll just take those two.
We don't have any armament on the ship other than the harpoon cannon, right?
That's correct.
Correct.
That's what I thought.
We're
Not
gonna need a
super
lot of-
fast, not super fast, but very armored.
Ooh. There's a gun I was looking at that we can afford now. In the books, it's the Mauser Tankgewehr, made to shoot British tanks in World War One.
Ooh.
Like 66 armored divisor, something.
We also haven't done this very much, but we do have a convenient bomb bay.
You mean in Mumbai?
No, I don't. What do you call it? Bomb?
You have a hole in your ship.
Yeah, exactly. We can fly over it. I can drop things on them.
I'm just proud of my joke.
I mean, I can very rapidly get within their gun range.
Alright, so we take it, yes?
I say we do it.
Sure.
All right.
Rose will be delighted.
I was not ready for ship combat. I should
Right.
be, but I wasn't.
Dun, dun,
By the way, I doubt anyone from Steve Jackson Games is listening to this, but please release vehicles. I'm sick of making starships. We just want vehicles. Okay.
Even
So
if
I
you
guess
just
we'll.
even if you just put out a pyramid with like,
They did.
oh, did they? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to take a look at that because I've been using starships like an idiot.
But there's also that 4chan booklet.
Oh yeah, the people who made it. Like a
Where it
homebrew one.
describes how you stat it up. Yeah.
Well,
Which is
okay.
basically the same as the pyramid article.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
So
for
I guess
now,
we gather up Rose and leave.
yeah, she's still getting berated as you leave. But
Hey, girl, you coming?
yes, please.
Jasper will nod politely at the berating lady.
She puffs up a little bit, but then gives you a nod back and goes, "You take care of her."
Jasper won't say anything. He'll just like nod down a little bit and like kind of tap his forehead in an acknowledgement, like, "Yeah, ma'am." Walk out.
Cool. All right.
I say as I'm about to fucking take her pirating.
You wouldn't download a shipment of precious goods.
I totally would.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would.
If I could download a car and be able to just like make a car, I would.
You wouldn't download a cookie.
You would 3D print them if they were tasty.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. So to let you guys know, your armor on this thing is US DDR 2 and SL DDR 1.
You're the only one who's looked at that sort of stuff for a while.
Okay. Or we could just wing it. DDR is the difference between like.
Our plan is to ignore the ship combat parts.
Okay.
Because we have a sharpshooter and a guy who can fly over and get outside of ship combat range.
And you have
too
you
close
now
for
have
it.
2 van ships also.
It's very true.
Actually,
never-
though, what would we expect their ship to have for DR?
Probably. So DDR is a different thing, but since we're winging this and not using the actual rules, probably about like steel armor. I'd have to look up steel. Let's look up composite plate, shall we? Because we're winging this shit.
I mean, you can give the DDR value and we just convert it to regular DR.
DDR, I do believe, is for every 1 DDR is
10 decade scale.
yeah, 10. So steel, yours guys is 2, so that would be 20, correct? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yours is 20, and theirs would be about 50.
Okay, 50. 5d6 times 2, so 10d6, or different math, so 5d6 times 2, 3.5 times 5 times 10, 30 with, yeah, we could penetrate that with the gun I mentioned. Only $10,000.
Bad.
if you can find it. But on this, you could probably find it. It just might be a little bit more expensive, depending on your your rolls. Uh, but yeah, did you guys want to look for that gun?
I mean, wouldn't it be easier if we avoided ship combat as a whole?
Yeah.
Definitely, because we are not equipped for that.
So, what shall our plan be for this ship?
Say we just go get a whole bunch of scrap and make it look like we got a fuckload of guns.
That I can help with. Right?
What size of a ship is it? Are we like attacking a massive battleship, or is it like? I don't know.
It's a cargo size, so it's probably going to be about double your size.
A lot larger, but not about as threatening, really.
Crew?
Unknown at this time, but you assume at least 10 to 15 minimum.
Okay.
Cornelius, you are quite good with ships, it seems. And Brunhilde has knowledge as well, so perhaps the two of you together would be able to pinpoint where vital systems might be. If we get that weapon, I saw it a few times before in Northall. Perhaps you could direct me where to fire to cause havoc within their ship.
If I had the blueprints, I could certainly point out towards where. Maybe if I knew the model. Of course, I can help.
What's our time frame on this?
They're gonna ship out in about 5 days.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we got like 3.5 days in port before we even have to go intercept them.
I mean, depends on how you want to do it. You could lie in wait along the route that she gave you, or you can try to catch up with them. Or there's any number of things that can be done. It's just how you want to do it. It's up to you.
You know, I've been thinking about putting like a sidecar on my bike or on my van ship and mounting a gun onto that. Like we could probably throw that together pretty quick and then just strafe the deck and I could land.
I mean, if we're just trying to clear the deck, I'm confident that I could do that pretty quickly
And I could provide
with a few
covering
well-placed
fire.
hand grenades.
Yes, and if any of them on the deck take a
Right.
shot at you, I will take a shot at them.
But I mean, there's no reason not to have more guns. I'm not trying to argue against that.
It might be safer if I help you make some sort of dispensary for those grenades, Cornelius, so we wouldn't have to be directly on the line of fire. Perhaps patch it up a little bit so that sorry, I forgot the name of the character. Suleiman would not be so exposed if he would be to fire for us in that position.
I would rather not fly over in the van ship. But it seems we do have a plan then.
Or at least some approximation of one.
Loose plans are better than tight ones.
I feel like there's an innuendo to be made there, but I don't know what it is.
Wah wah.
Alright, well, what do we gotta do the next couple of days? Do we want to get guns?
I do have some concerns about the gun, though. It
Yeah.
was used by the artillery crews that I saw. Large, burly men. Firing it was quite an exercise for them. By which I mean, of course, saying in character that out of character, it is possible to take crushing damage from firing it. Though that's only on an 18.
That's mildly terrifying.
I mean,
I could fire this weapon, though. It mounts on a battery, so it would be like a cannon, but much more affordable.
yeah, a couple shells from that, and if we just seriously just got enough scrap to make it look like we had a few more of those on board.
What kind of role would it make this sort of fake gun?
Camouflage.
It would probably bonus intimidation. Oh, to make it, you'd want, yeah, probably camouflage. Possibly helped by military engineering. Or combat engineering, which Suleiman has.
I would be able to assist you, but I don't have anything of that on my end.
Well,
But you have the ability to actually make the stuff. So
Yeah.
I
just
know they
helping
have
you
engineering
figure out
artillery.
what to make.
Okay.
yeah. So I
wait.
mean, if we approached and fired off a couple of shells from that thing, what if me and Rose on the van ship were to already be skimming the top of the swell to stay hidden? You guys launch a couple of those, get their attention. She and I can land kind of undetected.
I don't think I'm ready to fly a van ship near the swell yet.
No, you'd be just on the back of mine.
Oh. Okay.
And all you would be doing on there is watching behind me.
I could do that.
With a pistol.
Wait, like,
Actually, there are cheaper cannons, it looks like.
you just want to
I
get
thought
some
cannons were
cannons?
crazy expensive.
Just get
Although-
a few cannons.
Actually, getting a cannon is kind of a different step. Like, this is still ultimately a rifle. The gun I mentioned. So, like, you can be really precise with it. Whereas with a cannon, you're sort of going for a big shock and boom. With
Yeah,
a rifle, you're doing precision strikes.
I feel like for our limited crew, the precision strikes are going to be a much more effective thing. Especially if it looks like we've got like 5 more of those things.
Okay, anyone who wants to look, high-tech page 112, second last entry there. And of course, it's in the weapon table.
The
Are we talking for the cannon that you want? The
The
cool
gun.
rifle cannon
oh
thing?
the Mouser.
Yeah. And page 120 for the rifle list.
112 you said in the weapon table?
Yeah, and
Oh.
120, no, 112 is where it is in the text. 120 is the weapon table. It's right in the middle of guns. 5d6 times 2. Our divisor 2 piercing.
10,000. Yeah. No, I actually I think we get this thing. And then yeah, just make it look like we've got like 5 more of them, and maybe put some dummies behind them. So that way, through a pair of binoculars, it just looks like
Which one is it? The
Mauser Tankgewehr. 13 by 92 millimeter SR. If you look in the notes section on the far right of the table, there's a 3.
oh, there it
I
is.
just-
Thank you.
I just
Uh,
put it up.
legality class 1.
Sorry?
It's
Not
legality class 1. You could theoretically get it here or in another place, but it is not gonna be easy.
Norfall has a lot of artillery. This is artillery adjacent.
Which is true.
Suleiman has some clout in Norfall for some reason. As well as a contact with intelligence analysis skill.
I mean, in
Knows what's
Northfall,
going on militarily in Norfall, can arrange some stuff.
let's go back to the world map here. Northfall is on the way. Like, it is right in between where they're going.
Don't hate us yet? Yeah, we could do along you and come back and intercept.
However, does Brunhilde have research?
No.
Okay.
It's about
Perhaps I should try to attain the blueprints for the ship that we're taking on,
Perhaps, yes.
so that Brunhilde can make use of them.
It is of Renil make, we're told. I have a friend in Norfall who may be able to help us both find that gun and perhaps the details of Renil's ships. Which would require us to base in Norfall prior to executing this operation.
Is there anything we need to do here then?
Not really, I don't think.
Okay.
Off we go!
okay. So you guys are heading out.
Where's the capital of Norfall?
Like right on the top of this mountain here.
— 300 kilometers.
Okay. So you're starting to head over that way. It takes. What's your speed again? I don't remember off the top of my head. And I'm looking for another ship because you guys threw me for a loop.
300 kilometers at 35 meters per second.
Someone
Couple
math
hours.
that. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, you get there. In a few hours, and you will get checked at the border. Couple guys
Suleiman
fly
will
over.
maintain his pseudonym, but he'll go savoir-faire military to try to deal with them.
Okay. Do you have like a? Is your face recognizable?
What is recording technology like? Would there be widespread? Oh yeah, there's a lot. Okay, there is photography, but is it like would you frequently see pictures of people?
Not like frequencies, but like were there any paintings of you up in any like place famous?
Are we like
Possibly. I mean, he's not really disguising himself. He's just going by a different name.
Pseudonym?
So
Okay, so let's just roll a 3d6.
aren't we printing press already?
Yeah.
We're well past
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
So,
we have like cameras.
When they jump on the deck and start doing their inspection, one of them is staring at you, and then goes, "Lord Shirazi."
You may perhaps be mistaking me for someone else, sir.
He blinks a couple times.
But he's like doing like double speak for that.
Like,
He's denying it in a way that makes it clear that he's not denying it.
the guy gets it, blinks, kind of gives a nod, and then actually just yells, "The ship is clear!" As like the inspectors are like going down the stairs and look absolutely confused.
What's corruption like here, or in the world in general?
I mean, depends on the place. But humans be humans.
What is your name and rank? Or he can probably see the rank. What is your name? Person of a certain rank?
Probably commander in this instance, or lieutenant. One of those. Jackson?
Lieutenant Jackson. Thank you.
He kind of looks nervous because he didn't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that you just took his name. But he'll give a, general nod and then peace out.
Ah, back into civilized lands. No offense, my friends.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm joking.
But cool. Yeah, you'll get through there and then roll up to the capital. Are you using influence again to waive fees?
Nah.
Alright, then you're looking at about 25 a day. Docking.
So the men will pay it.
Cool. Yeah. You are now in the capital of Northfall.
Cornelius, Brunhilde. Jasper.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as Cormac is a bit indisposed, we'll likely be not traveling out with him necessarily.
Out of character, I almost feel like we left them at the other dock. Like, just got them
Probably
a
makes
hotel
sense,
room
yeah.
at that our usual bar, and
Yeah, that's a
And
good
we
call.
left our cook there to watch over him.
Yeah, he's not having a
Dimitri.
good time.
Aha, convenient excuse.
No.
Yeah.
I have a friend who should be able to get you, the two of you, the plans you require. And Jasper, I assume you will find this gun interesting if he is able to help with that.
give you a hand with that.
Let's go to see him then.
So he's a contact. One moment as I open the book.
Yep.
GURPS Social Engineering, keeping in contact. Okay. Guess I'll just roll to try to contact him. Or
Yeah,
try to get available to help me.
it's. I think it's from what I remember on contacts. It's under a certain. Nope. He is
Is he?
apparently away on a. Well, is this a guy you call on the radio, or who is this?
Probably not the guy on the radio. Could be if you want.
It doesn't have to be. I was just wondering.
Yeah. But he's also like high up in military intelligence.
Yeah. So
Also,
he
he
is,
has a image I made.
at least for today, indisposed.
Unfortunately, duty calls. He is not available to be reached.
Always do this the old-fashioned way. Point me to your, I don't know, library? Was it similar?
Very well. And he'll give really detailed, like, turn-by-turn directions.
Okay.
So yeah, Cornelius will go research the ship.
The specific design.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Any sort of modifiers?
Well equipped library, so +2.
Okay. Yay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a blueprint for it yet because again, I've been desperately looking for one. I will get it to you as soon as I find it.
No, you're
Tara, I am attempting to be helpful in the Discord.
Ah, okay. Yeah, not quite, but
And you just ignore the large blimp on that, because
fine.
I mean that one's closer. But, in the meantime, we will keep going on what other people are doing because it'll take you research
yeah.
takes a while.
Yeah.
okay, I guess we'll just try to find a gun store.
Yeah. Well, okay. So here's the problem: it's a legality class 1.
Yes, we gotta go find some.
You're either going to have to pull some strings in the military or find some underground people, because that's legality class 1 is, the highest it goes.
Okay, I took status 6 with a minus 80% modifier. I figured that's a once in a blue moon sort of thing. An excuse to take it later if it comes up. An excuse to be able to occasionally do some fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the right place to do it. You could go to your house and talk to some people.
Yeah. Jasper. Let's go find that gun.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to work that angle, I can start going and talking to the low lives. Maybe find it from a different angle.
Not here.
Alright.
That angle would undermine the war effort.
James, we're not hearing you.
Alright. Let's do your thing then.
Okay.
So the
So
men will walk up with Jasper to the palace or whatever.
just the two of you, or who is all going? Drew's occupied.
Assume Brunhilde's helping Cornelius because she wanted in on that idea, right?
Mm-hmm. I think that's where she can be best used.
Okay.
Perhaps a break.
I think a
quickly?
break is in order. Yeah. I was about to just say that. All right. So we will be back in a few minutes. And we are back. Wrong map there. All right. So yeah, you two roll up to the to like the main castle and guard. Is it a castle or is it like a fort? Like
Probably somewhat like stone fort like heavily
stone
defensible,
mansion.
more on the defensible side than the pretty and delicate side.
Okay. And a couple guards stop you, but then you pull your rank and they let you right the heck through. And you roll in, and you have siblings, right?
I figured no.
No siblings?
Yeah.
I might say differently, considering that they let you out into the world.
I think his father wasn't too happy about that.
How long have you been gone?
A few months.
Just a few months? Okay. Alright, so you roll back in, and almost immediately, you hear a big booming voice that shouts, "Sullivan!"
Is that his father's voice?
Yep. I'm giving a portrait. For
Oh,
everyone.
and for your reference, it's in Suleiman's bio and info. His father's name is Ozymandias.
We got a picture here.
Father!
I see you've come back to your senses and returned.
I've been quite enjoying my adventures, though. You received my message?
Yes, about the man's brain.
Yes, the man. Do you remember a traveling scholar a number of years ago named Cormac? Stayed for a little while?
I do not.
Ah, oh well. It was him. Not sure yet on whether the knowledge is accessible, but if it is, this could be quite beneficial to our great nation.
We'll see. But I am glad you have returned. I assume you are staying indefinitely.
Father, these adventures are a chance for me to live a little before receiving such responsibilities as you carry.
He glowers at you and kind of puffs his chest up a little bit and then looks over at Jasper and goes, "And who is this?"
This is my companion, Jasper.
Do that thing where I like nod and flick the front of my hat.
He looks a little indignant at that response. You don't even need a savoir-faire or detect body language or anything like that to see he puffs up a little bit and is obviously like not upset, but just rumph.
Humbug.
Like cigar in the mouth.
What
Father,
brings you back?
I am here because of our nation's proficiency in creating powerful weapons.
Oh?
Tara, I'm gonna convert the name to match, like, my gun model, because they surely don't have Mauser tank gewehrs here.
No, they do not.
What would you call something like a tank, anti-tank gun here in this world?
Shellers? Or armor piercing? Something along those lines. Like something that breaks through precision cannons. Something along those lines.
Tank guns.
They don't necessarily have tanks.
Van gun?
Thing's a little bit more massive for a van.
I mean, seriously, I think cannon
like van gun.
would work.
Precision cannons. That sounds about right.
I am
Long cannons.
interested
Long cannons.
in-
There we go. Long cannon.
I am interested in purchasing from our stockpiles because we are so great at creating them. An Aslan M1384 long cannon.
He, like, gives you a side eye a little bit and goes, you run off and go off gallivanting where you may die and leave my only heir of the throne to perish before me. And you want me to give you a long cannon to help speed up that process?
You could look at it more like, preventing the process.
He looks at the two of you and just like draws in a long breath, and you hear this is his sign of a 2-hour lecture yell at. Like he's going like getting ready to just combust into his thing. You've experienced this many times. And then you hear your mother cut in and then say, Solomon.
Mother.
She smiles and walks over to you and gives you a big old hug and goes, I'm glad to see you've returned. Is this permanent?
Only for a little while. I've been learning so much in my adventures.
Well, I'm certainly glad that you're back and safe. And she looks over at your dad and goes, you've certainly got this one flustered. And she, like, doesn't, like, hit him, but, like, does that, like, soft, like, whap on his belly. And you just hear him go, like, the breath leaves him. And then looks at your friend, smiles, and goes, how about we all have lunch together and discuss whatever's got your father so flustered? She smiles and presents her hand to you there, Jasper.
Oh, no wonderful do.
Now Suleiman's feeling a bit like his father felt when Suleiman brought Jasper in. His mom's breaking even more conventions.
She does this. And she'll take your arm, Jasper, and lead you kind of to the kitchen or the dining room. And your dad gives you the biggest side glance ever and is like, his face is reddening.
At least I'm not like cousin Altai, father. He has been openly gallivanting about in Ventra? No, not Ventra. Heru.
Yeah, that would have gotten. He shakes. He says, "At least you have. At least you've decided not to go over to. Which one are they? A Winrus, at the very least."
Winrus.
Over here, the very nationalistic, very. They're not good people. And you don't get along with them at all. They don't get
No,
along with
certainly
anyone.
not there.
All right.
Suleiman will tell them a few tales of his time away. Repairing a ship.
Your mother is fascinated. Your father is blustering and makes many noises as you do it. Just like whenever you get to a dangerous part, he's like, "Oh, cough, cough." That's and clearly saying like,
And omitting a lot of information.
"Okay." And then eventually he'll go, "Give me a fast talk or a persuasion or something to try to talk him into giving you your long cannon."
Carousing is pretty low, so probably not that. Fast talk's a bit higher. Father's probably got some military training, of course, so savoir-faire military.
Sure, give me that way. Okay, how many you make it by?
3 before any sorts of reaction modifiers, but status probably wouldn't be helpful there.
Not in this particular instance. Status is what got you into this meeting.
+1 for his talent.
Yeah.
Military Academy graduate.
Is that included in the roll or not?
No.
So you made
That's
it by.
the only thing I really have that would help, because attractive wouldn't apply here.
Yeah, how many do you make it by then with that bonus?
4.
4.
Because this isn't
Okay.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Okay, cool beans. So effectively, okay. So by the end of it, he'll be like, "Well, if you wish to be off adventuring, I will treat you just as any other party that we do business with for our mighty equipment. We will sell you said cannon at a full price that we give to outsiders, which is the standard 120.
120 what, sorry?
120% total. So you'll
12,000.
12,000.
For an export price.
You wanted to be off adventuring. You wanted to see what it's like to be outside of where you rightfully belong. This is what we price, and you're lucky I'm even selling you to it all. This is top of the line equipment, brand new. You actually know that this is a reduced rate. They usually sell at 150.
Very well, father.
He'll like, "I have business to attend to," and like brush the soup off of his mustache, or off his beard a little bit, and then stand up and say, "You're welcome to stay in the castle for as long as you're here. We did not change your room. Otherwise, if you need me, talk to Reynold, and he
Very
will
well,
set up an
Father.
appointment." And he gets up and storms off. Your mom sticks around for longer. She's not flirting with Jasper, but she's being very talkative to him specifically.
What sort of angle is she coming at from?
Very diplomatic. She doesn't often. Did you bring up the fact of where you came from there, Jasper?
I mean, I don't say anything, but it's not exactly.
He might sound it a bit.
Yeah. So she's
Yeah,
actually gonna
probably look at.
she's gonna infer almost immediately and start talking you up about your time in Temeria. And you can tell that she's actually give me a Suleiman, you can give me a not detect lies. Just give me a straight up IQ roll, and then James, you can do the same with or IQ or perception. I mean, they're the same thing. And James, you can give it to me at a -3 if you'd like.
They're all the same, so I roll the funniest one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Suleiman, you know she is digging for useful information.
She's interrogating him.
Yeah, she's super interrogating, but in the most pleasant of ways possible.
Like, in a jingoistic way, or what?
Like pouring him drinks, chatting, small talk kind
Like-
of a vibe.
Interrogating him about what sort of stuff? What's her angle?
Uh,
Like, is it military?
military and also daily life exports. She's digging for everything from what they could trade for at low prices on a nationalistic scale to like
Cool.
if they ever needed to invade type situation. She's wide spectrum. Jasper, she's being super nice and is giving you some really good tasting wine.
Yeah, drink it. Talk.
So she'll keep you guys here for at least a couple more hours as long as Jasper's mouth is moving. But then
Yeah.
eventually she'll excuse herself, and it was a pleasure meeting you, Jasper, and son, it's always nice to have you back.
Of course, mother.
She'll give you a kiss on the forehead and then walk off. James, give me a quick, or Jasper, give me a quick HT roll. Okay, your
Is it
little
too
tips.
red? Oh, alcohol.
You're a little tipsy, but you're not like, drunk.
Jasper knows how to handle himself.
Cool. Yeah. And you can go down to the military. Actually, while this conversation is happening, Ev, are you on the ship or were you with Cormac or Cornelius?
With Cornelius.
I was with Cornelius helping him out.
Okay. All right, Cornelius and Broomhilda. When you get back, there is a couple van ships. Or maybe 45 minutes after you get back, there's like 2 van ships approaching your hull or your ship, and strung in between them is a long cannon.
String, but I think you're misinterpreting the gun.
Like, aren't they like?
Or just like a rifle that you.
Yeah, let me get you a picture.
Yes, that'd be helpful.
It's like a really big personal rifle.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the real gun is a Mauser. It's just made to fire really big bullets.
Okay, but so it's legitimately just a big rifle that sits on your deck.
Yeah. Or even just at a window.
Yeah. Okay. Well, a guy approaches with a satchel on his back, and he goes, uh, "We, I was informed to bring this after payment," and he'll say, "It was agreed upon for 12,000."
Do we have that lying around? Like, what's the?
We sold the relic for 15,000. We currently have about 16,800, 16,684 lying around, but Suleiman was intending on paying for it partially from his own pocket.
Okay, well, like, I mean, Cornelius will be like, "Oh, I suppose yes, we can do that." And like he'll rifle through the ship's, go find the ship's fund and pay the man.
Okay.
Okay, I'll subtract it from the sheet and only subtract what Suleiman's not covering.
Also, a reminder: you guys have 20,000 worth of relics that have been rattling around in a box.
Right,
Yep.
yes.
We'll get to those.
Just a reminder. So cool. All right. And then after you two get back, there is already a rifle sitting like somewhere.
Ha, wonderful.
Okay. Cornelius and Broomhilda, you did manage to get the build of the ship. So the thing, she's right. It does have at least 4 cannons because it has 8.
Okay.
Total of 6 on the sides and 1 front and 1 rear mounted. Uh, and the thing is about 2 times your size. Hardly any like sleeping areas. There's a captain sleeping area, and then a bunch of like hammocks, and then most of it is cargo.
Yeah, I'm literally just picturing a cargo freighter.
Pretty much.
Like
It's actually it's a little bit box. So what it does is it's a little bit wider than yours, and you load and unload boxes into them, kind of like shipping containers on the underside.
Does it have like a standard crew complement?
Yes, it has a standard crew complement of 25.
Okay. And that's like what all the ships have, or is that like the maximum? Or...
That's maximum.
Okay. What's like average?
Average, you'd assume about 15 to 20.
Okay.
But you could legitimately run this ship with as little as 5 people.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, no, those huge cargo freighters tend to have like 30 people on them.
Yeah. All right. Well, it appears that we have everything that we need. Is there anything else that you fellows wanted to figure out?
I will go out and acquire the ammunition shortly.
Ah, yes. And nope, it's gone. Whatever thought I had, it's gone now.
Be gone, thought.
Do we, Tara, do you want me or Ever to roll to like interpret the blueprints to give to them on good coordinates
Since I
targets?
don't have research, I'd rather give you a bonus on it.
You could do engineering or
Yeah, I
well,
was wondering
research
if there
was
was
to
like an
find the stuff. Now it would be like engineering, airship, or something along those lines. Justify something for me.
That I can do. Could I have a bonus for taking time on this?
You can always have a bonus for taking time on this, but you're going to
Uh,
be poring over it for like hours.
Yeah.
just
I'm
having the blueprints should give you a modifier as well.
Yep.
okay. Not sure how it is, but here we go. Nine
Is that
out of
is that unedited?
unedited without any bonuses.
Okay. So yeah, Ev, you know that their weak point is the center section on their top level because of the way this thing is constructed. Because basically, it's a big U shape or
Mhm.
like an eight, kind of an H shape. So it goes. I can draw this out a little bit.
Like the cargo containers are part of its structure.
Yeah. So
Right.
basically, yeah, basically is like the front and the back, and then like an upper level of the upper deck, and then what it'll do is it'll go down and like latch onto the cargo container from underneath.
Okay. So hit the ship on the
That's
upper cargo deck.
well,
Is
that is if
that
you
correct?
want to break it.
Okay.
Like
What if
if you were to do enough damage to that central point there, that is it's like that's its breaking point. This ship is a little bit weirder. Because of its shape, its uh hover engine is in its back section pointing up and down the back hull, which is usually because of the so it's kind of at an angle. If you were to at least show damage there, you could also do damage to the engine. But again, you risk sinking it if you go there. If you wanted to scare people or do damage to the crew, the front you want to aim for the front portion.
Okay. I'll make sure to note all this and tell this to Solomon and Cormac and everybody once everybody gets back. Best spots to hitting, best spots to breaking, best spots to make them really piss their pants and just give us their money.
If you wanted to try to go in undetected, is there's an option too, because there's not super easy access to the cargo bay or the cargo container itself. You could try to sneak up on a van ship and cut your way into the side of the cargo container because it's a completely
I'll
separate unit. They might not notice.
I'll definitely tell that to Cormac. Sorry, Jasper. So that he may use it next time they need to sneak in.
Perfect. Where is it? I'm sorry.
Back cargo, I believe it was.
Okay.
A little bit of a sneaking passages.
If you wanted to sneak in, basically you know right up next to the ship on the cargo because there's no real good vision on the cargo box, and you could cut
Okay.
your way into the side of the cargo container and maybe get in undetected. That's a big maybe.
I mean, so like my idea was like, once everybody's got their attention on the ship coming, like I'd leave our ship and duck into the top of the swell and use that as cover, and then go to the other side of their ship. So like while they're focused on our ship coming down on them, I'd use that opportunity to slip in the back.
Sounds like a plan.
Sweet. Well, do we want to build some more guns to make us look a little more scary and robust?
Don't think we have a lot of more money left, do we?
No, but we got a ton of scrap.
Actually, not a ton of scrap anymore.
Well, I mean, enough to make it. I mean, we just need. We need things that look like guns sticking out the side. I mean, shit, pirates used to just paint a bank of cannons on a piece of canvas and roll it over the side of their boat. Or if they had cannons, they'd do the exact opposite.
I
But-
mean, yeah. You could do that. It would be a camouflage check.
What would it default to? I don't have that one.
Let's look up camouflage.
Well, would it be? I mean, like, I get your rationale for doing camouflage, but wouldn't like armory function? I mean, like, I feel like it's silly to say that armory can't build fake guns that look like real guns out
Yeah,
of
that
real
sounds-
scrap.
Yeah,
I have an idea.
I would actually tend to agree with.
What if
Okay. Our armory it would work. I would accept that.
I have
And
armor?
a consultant check.
I'll
Like,
give you
whatever the skill
bonus
is
one.
for creating guns.
I have an idea. Could I try using armor, vehicular armor, and just cover the pieces that we want them to look at, and just with armor that looks like that? It would be
It's-
making whole by making it look like a cannon.
That's exactly what's happening. It would be an armory check.
So
Wait,
I
do
can
you not have armory heavy weapons?
Yes, I do have armory, heavy weapons, and vehicular armor, so I can make it functional, or I can
Heavy
make
weapon.
it armor.
Heavy
we-
weapons would be the most appropriate, but you don't have to
Yeah.
make it functional per se. You just have to make it look good.
Okay.
The difference will be in like time and resources.
But that would be her best effort. With whatever time and resources she can get.
Terra dead.
Something happened. I don't know what's going on, but my mouse is exploding. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
That,
Talking,
children,
talking,
is why
talking.
you don't feed mice nitroglycerin.
But
Wow,
I
that was
like-
okay. So like, we all talked at the same time about very silly things.
You
and then
talk in the
everybody went
game.
Silent at
Mice.
the same time.
Are exploding mice when you are exploding nice when you roll the mouse over again whenever it gets its highest result?
I'm pretty sure that is the case.
Exploding dice.
Yes. uh,
I mean, talk game stuff. I'm listening. You
well,
so
we
you can.
ever succeeded? Do we have guns that look realistic?
Yeah, it's gonna take all of the rest of your materials, though. You're gonna be out of scrap.
Okay.
Well, I'm good
Can
with that.
we easily scrap those to?
I
Get
bet Brookhilda might be able
scrap
to
back?
just.
It's gonna be less material
At a
because
loss.
you're gonna be at a loss because it's not gonna be,
We
That's
had
fair.
to cut stuff, and
That's
yeah.
fair.
But cool.
I feel like this society is probably a lot better at us than at recycling.
Yeah.
But still fair.
Some of it's probably not necessarily lost, just unusable for anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. Had to be fabricated and thus.
Like, she would have to smelt it to be able to get the better recycling, I guess?
I don't.
We're not going to smelt it on here.
Yeah.
So it was my keyboard that was going crazy.
Lack of power?
No, it was just for some reason it decided that it was going to perpetually push the down key.
Ah.
It wanted to go down.
It wanted to go down.
Keyboard went down the mouse.
There, that fixed it. Okay. So cool. Yeah, we'll bring you guys to the world map. What is your actually proposed?
I mean, honestly, so we have their route.
Yeah, that you have their route, or you have their. You think what the route is because they're going from here to right here.
And they're going to avoid the border with Norfolk,
Yeah.
because why would he go through customs?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then I say we just kind of, I don't know, wait to intercept them somewhere along here.
Yeah. That's why I
Maybe-
circled that area. It makes the most sense.
Although maybe actually more like here, and that way we're far away from all borders.
Yeah. So, shall we discuss some more tactics?
We do have like the specific destination, right? We could like draw a straight line and be like, this is the route they're taking theoretically.
Yes, you could. I mean, you could draw on a military or navigation or something along those lines.
To anticipate the route? Sure. Intelligence analysis?
Sure.
Yay.
Sounds good.
Well, Jasper got their navigation anyway.
Plus, they're
Like-
slower than us, and we'd probably go high to watch for them when we think they're near.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cargo ship.
Don't we still have several days till they leave?
Yes, you do.
So we're just gonna hang out in Norfolk?
I think
Probably
we
in
go
an
hang
ambush.
out along the route.
Are we consuming fuel the whole time we're just hovering up in the air?
Yes, you are.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I
Would
was
we
Maybe-
be able to dock?
We can just keep paying the docking fee.
I mean, I
No,
think
no,
it's
like
6 to 1, half
nearby.
a dozen of the other. Like, the docking fee's gonna be kind of expensive here.
There's
Plus,
only 25 a day.
the,
Depends on
the,
how much fuel I guess we burn through.
the other question I have is, like, when we dock, are we, like, landing, or... Because it kind of sounds like you dock and you still just kind of hover there.
You hover there, but you're tied off, and a lot of times they have like support beams and stuff like that. So you're running at a much less fuel capacity.
Could we do the same, but like not dock on the nearby city, just in ambush somewhere, like tide or ship nearby?
There's nothing near where we'd ambush them.
Yeah, like, there's swell.
Wow.
I don't know. I think it might be worth, going hanging out around there anyway.
Okay. I mean, if that's fuel, like, if that's reasonable. For
Like,
not
I think with
expending a
the-
ridiculous amount of fuel and just hanging around, I don't have any objection to it.
I also think with the daily docking costs, it'd wind up just evening out.
More than that, I'm just thinking like, cause it's taking us like a few hours to get from place to place. So I'm assuming that a whole day of just like hovering could potentially wipe out our tank. And
Yeah, I
guess
don't see any
don't
reason not
know.
to just stay docked. I'm confused by the debate.
Well,
Okay,
and that's
never
I guess
mind.
I don't know. So like, what is the fuel consumption of just chilling Terra?
It is about like per hour, or every about 3 hours is going to be like kilometer.
No, that's not too.
Oh,
bad.
that's really easy. Yeah, we can just
Yeah.
wait out in the sky.
Yeah, never mind then. We'll just wait.
Yeah,
out there.
no,
It's non-existent at a dock, but out there it's like I'll say 2 hours. Every 2 hours is a kilometer.
That's still perfectly reasonable. So
yeah, that's
I say we can wait for them on the route.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Jasper,
that
before we
said,
go,
I don't
could
know
you pick
what
up
the hell.
some fabric and perhaps construct us a pirate flag to better communicate our intentions to our friends.
yeah. Actually,
We have 6/10 of canvas.
Okay, so guys, before we get going any more on this, my computer is having a complete and total meltdown here. I don't know what the heck's going on, so we're gonna have to actually end the stream for a little bit while I reset my computer. So we're not leaving for the day. We're gonna be back in a few minutes for the last like hour of the game, but it's gonna be a quick break while I do this. So we
Break
will
time.
be right back.
so I figure I've got the time, so I definitely took extra time and got